Sabrina, and I'm back in the kitchen for you guys, and today we are making some Asian inspired broccoli pancakes. Now, broccoli pancakes sounds a little weird. I know it does because I think it's weird as well. But if you haven't seen it on Instagram, because it's all over there, the Keto box for July has come out. And in that box we have the Keto & Co. rice broccoli product included in our box this month. And when I saw it, I just did not know what to do with it. So I turned it around in my head a little bit and I came up with an Asian inspired broccoli pancake. Kind of like your scallion pancake, but we're going to do it with this broccoli product today. And hopefully it works out. I've never made it before, so we have the Keto & Co. rice broccoli product here. And actually, when you open the package, you see that it's been dehydrated. It's kind of weird looking, almost like tea. So you do need to rehydrate the product, and they do give you instructions on the back. It's basically boil with water and then add a tablespoon of olive oil to it, and then just simmer until all the water is gone.
Oh, this thing is...
So since it's recording, right?
Oh, totally.
Okay, since this is kind of an experiment, I decided to only rehydrate half of the package. So that gives me about 2 cups once it's been prepared. And I just put it over a strainer with some paper towels and weighed it down so I can get a lot of the extra moisture out of it. Because it's an Asian style pancake, you do want to have a dough at the end of it instead of a runny batter like you would for a regular sweet American pancake. So we have about 2 cups here. And to that, I'm going to add 1 cup, sorry, I'm going to add half a cup actually of coconut flour to it just to start. Hopefully that will be enough. So I've got half a cup of coconut flour in there. And also over here what I have is 1 cup of warm water with a 1/4 cup of sesame seed oil. I put in some seasonings like garlic, salt, and pepper. And I also have 1 full scallion chopped in here and the green part of a second scallion in here, just to cut down some of the carbs. I'm not going to include all of the white part. So this is going to be our liquid for our pancake. The liquid for our pancake, and this has been sitting here for about 10 minutes just so the flavors can like hang out, get to know one another, and hopefully be conducive to something tasty at the end of the day. So I'm going to, in my bowl here with the coconut flour and the rehydrated broccoli, I'm just going to slowly start adding in my liquid and mixing as I go, just so I can see when I have enough in here. Mix, 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 mix. Add some more. Making a mess. It's all right. It's the kitchen. You're supposed to make a mess. Now this is still looking a little dry to me, so I might need some more liquid added. So I forgot to add the psyllium husk, so I'm going to do that now. And hopefully that'll help dry this out some more. And so I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of psyllium husk to this. 1, it adds more fiber, which is better for the macros at the end of the day. And also because it will give us that sort of elasticity to this gluten-free flour that we're using in this dish here.
Smells good.
Yeah, it does smell good, but it's not coming together, you bastard thing. Yeah. So it looks like I'm going to actually need some more flour to bring this together. Not surprising. So I'm just gonna go in with another 1/4 cup of coconut flour here. To use my hand. Okay, so yeah, I would suggest mixing this by hand because obviously, one, I had a bowl that was too small, and two, it just really needs a little bit more tender loving care, obviously. So now we have a dough formed here, and roll those over. And so we're just going to take our ball and we're going to separate it into the number of pancakes that we want. So I think we can do, so we have our six doughs here. And I'm just going to start shaping them into that pancake shape. I'm obviously not going to get it very thin here. I'm planning to flatten it more in the pan when I'm frying it. But for right now, we can just start the shape for ourselves. They look huge. They're pretty thick. You could actually probably do about 8 of these if you want to do a little bit smaller. But since it's my first time making it, I kind of want them to be big and tasty. Hopefully they turn out that way. Okay, so now we're ready to start frying our pancakes. So I have a heavy bottom skillet here on the fire. I've been warming it up a little bit. I'm going to fry with coconut oil, just enough to coat the bottom of the pan. And that should cover it. You can use something else other than coconut oil, although I would suggest that you don't use olive oil because it just doesn't have a high enough burning point. They say olive oil is better for like dressing salads than it is for frying. So I'm using coconut oil and hopefully it all turns out well. I think it's warm enough. And hopefully we get a sizzle as soon as it enters. And we do. We've got a little sizzle. Great. So while it's in the frying pan, you want to start flattening it out more. And I'm going to try doing it with my spatula here, but I think I might switch to a spoon instead. Yeah, I need a spoon instead. It's just a little too big.
Really getting there. Beat that thing down.
So we're just going to start flattening up more and more with your flat bottom spoon if a spatula is just too much for you, because it was for me, so I've switched. Now you can go as flat as you want to. Like I would like to make these a little big so they're substantial, so you can have one as part of your meal. But if you want it a little smaller, a little thicker, then cool, you can do that. Your cooking time would probably just be a little bit longer than mine would, because I've increased surface area by doing this. So I want this frying over medium to medium high heat in the pan here. And we're just going to let this do what it does. It should take about 3 to 5 minutes per side. So I'm just going to let this fry, stop bothering it. Although I really want it to be flatter and rounder. But I'm just going to leave it alone and let it do its thing. So let's see what happens when we flip it in 5 minutes. Cool. So we still have this cooking here on the fire. And hopefully it'll be ready to turn soon. The issue with me, if you are using coconut oil, I don't know if this is just me or maybe it's just this pan that I use, but when I try frying in coconut oil, I find that the oil gets absorbed by either the food or the pan. It just disappears. So you want to keep an eye on the coconut oil or the oil levels in your pan if you're using coconut oil, because you don't want it to burn, nor do you want to deep fry this. So keep an eye on it. And it looks like it's getting brown on the edges here, so maybe it's time to flip. Oh, I'm not good at flipping. Ah, there we go. So,
ooh, try to do one of those chef tosses.
I'm gonna try.
There we go. Whoa!
And we have a flipped pancake. And it looks like a healthy toast around the edge. It's not burnt. It's a healthy toast on this scallion.
We're gonna say
broccoli pancake. Also, I forgot to mention that this is a vegan, low-carb, keto-friendly recipe here. There's no eggs in it. So if you're vegan, this is definitely something that you can do with this product if you're buying it on your own or if you got the keto box. So we're just going to leave it on the other side for another 3 to 5 minutes so that side can healthily toast as well. And
maybe not as healthily as the first day.
No, but the carbon's good for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good for your stomach. And it's not burnt. I mean, by no imagination is this burnt. It's healthily toasted. You see me there?
Yes, I see all that gold. Yeah.
Yeah. See, nice and golden brown and delicious and whatnot and whatnot. I'm just gonna peek in underneath. So. And then I'm going to just flip it out. No, not flip it out, slide it up. There we go. Here onto a plate with some paper towel just to catch any excess oil that might make it greasy. That's it. And then we're going to do the same to all the rest of the pancakes, so we'll come back once all the pancakes are made. So we're back here and we have the last pancake. I just flipped it over, so that's about to be done. So I'm just going to turn it down a little bit so we can go over and start making the dipping sauce for this.
Looking good.
Sauce.
Oh, sauce. Say hi, dog. Hi, Magic. Does it smell good? It smells good, right? Mm-hmm.
So here I just have 2 cloves of garlic that I sliced up. If that's too much for you, feel free to cut it down to 1 clove, or you could do 2 cloves. That's up to you. It's purely a taste thing. So I'm just going to eyeball this sauce. This is very reminiscent of a traditional Korean sauce that they use in like japchae, or they might use to dip their barbecue in. So I'm just going to rough hand it. I'm going for about 2 tablespoons of this soy alternative. It's called Tamari. For people who are wheat sensitive, Tamari is a great option because it does not have any glutens in it, and you're going to get about 1 carb per tablespoon. So if you are soy sensitive completely, I would go for coconut aminos, or Bragg's aminos also is a good alternative for your soy. And to that, I'm going to add, so we have our soy sauce and our garlic, and I'm just going to add almost a teaspoon of erythritol to this, just to give it a little bit of sweetness. And then I'm going to add some sesame seed oil. Probably going to go for about 1.5 tablespoons in this. And because we like spicy stuff around here, I'm going to use some hot sauce. If you don't like spicy, feel free to omit this. But I'm going to use Yai Thai's ginger lime hot sauce that came in a subscription box I had last month. So I'll probably link this below if I can find it for you guys if you're interested in it. It's a little spicy, a little sweet, and I'm going to go about 2 teaspoons to a tablespoon with that also. And that's pretty much the sauce. We're just going to mix it up and just hang out a little bit. You could also add more green onions to this if you really like that green onion flavor. And there you go. That will be our dipping sauce for our pancakes. So I'm going to go back and check. Damn dog. Again.
Say hi again, Magic. Hi.
So the last pancake is ready to come off.
Ooh.
So you see I have the 6 pancakes, well 5 now because 1 was already eaten.
Yes,
but
camera sister got hungry, so we're down to 5.
right. So we have the 5 pancakes here, all to different states of healthily toasted. We have our
Some are
sauce
looking
here.
more golden. Definitely looking more golden. You got the hang of it now.
Yeah, I got it. Don't worry. So now we're going to taste it. So we have our pancake here. I'm just going to tear off a bit. And I'm being fancy. I'm using chopsticks. Don't judge me. And dip it into the dipping sauce.
Very technical.
You know, not bad at all. Not bad at all. The sauce probably needs to hang out with itself a little while longer because I can still taste the separate flavors in it. But I know this sauce is going to be amazing once it has 5 minutes to sit by itself. I wish that the pancakes were a little bit crispier. And that might be because of the coconut flour. I'm not sure. That's something to play around with. It tastes good and it's low carb and vegan and keto friendly. So this is a great way to start using some of that rice broccoli that you might have received in your keto box this month. Also, I will link everything that I use down below just in case you're not getting the keto box or you're interested in some of the products that I use. They're all going to be linked down below, as well as the recipe for what I made today, as well as the macros will all be included down below, so make sure you check those out. So we've made our broccoli pancakes and they turned out amazing. If you have any questions or you have some things you'd like for me to try out, please leave them down in the comments below. If you haven't subscribed, why not? This is amazing stuff going on here. We're in the kitchen cooking awesome food, and maybe it's a bit of an experiment, but you know, it's still good at the end of the day. Thanks for watching, guys. Until next time. Bye.
Magic, you also like it too, don't you? Smells good, doesn't it?
You can have it.
You can't have none. You met your macros for the day. Bye, Magic. No food for you.